You might think it's very hard to learn how to juggle, but it's actually easier than you think. The first thing that you're going to try to do is throw the ball up and get it about eye level and then catch it in your other hand. So you just want to practice doing these throws. About eye level, important to keep the consistency of height because then it's easier to get a rhythm when you start juggling. Then the next thing that you have to do is start throwing the second ball up from your other hand. Right as this one is about to hit your left hand, you want to throw it up in the air. So you see the blue one here, you throw it up, and right as it's about to hit your left hand, you throw the yellow one in the air. So like this. So then you just want to start practicing doing this. You just need to get the ball from this hand under the one that's about to hit your hand as it's approaching. Once you feel comfortable doing that step, then you're going to do the exact same thing with the third ball in your right hand here, or your left, depending on which one you start with two in. So you're going to throw this one, then that one. And then you can just go into an easy rhythm like this. See how it's important that I'm keeping it about eye level? Because then the rhythm is consistent. If balls get out of sync with each other, then it's very difficult to get it back into the rhythm. The easiest way to explain this pattern of how the balls move is actually without gravity. If you show it to people on the floor like this, it makes a lot more sense. You throw this ball up, and then this one comes over, and then this one up, and then you throw the new one underneath it, and then this one comes down, this one goes up, and you just continue this pattern over and over and over and over again. So while it may look like there's a lot of things going on when you're juggling, it's actually a bit of an illusion because at most there's only one ball in the air and then there's two balls in the air for a very split second of time. So you have two balls in your hand and right when this one's about to come down, you throw another one up. And this is the split second here where the yellow and the blue ball are both in the air. But then you catch the yellow ball, so it's just the blue ball, which is how you actually make it work because you can only keep track of the one ball at a time. That's what actually makes the process more simple than you would think. If you ever get good enough at juggling that you want to start showing off your tricks to people, maybe in front of a crowd, then you're going to want to learn to do some tricks. There's some really simple tricks that you can do without even changing anything about the way that you're juggling other than just the rhythm. If you start juggling like this, but then you throw one up very high in the air, that's what's called a flash. So if you throw it high and then you wait for it to come back down, some people find this to be really cool. If you do it really fast, juggling low down here, and then you switch to throw one up high, you can change up the rhythm, and that's a bit of a cool trick. The important thing to remember when you're doing performances is to undersell the audience. When I performed juggling in front of other people, I would always start out by saying I could juggle, and then make a joke about being able to juggle one ball, because everyone thinks, oh, you're going to come out and you're going to do some really impressive tricks. And then you subvert their expectations by doing a really lame trick. But then you work your way up to more impressive tricks. So by the time you get to the end, you're doing crazy things like throwing it behind your back and catching it, or doing other things, throwing it between your legs. You're doing little tricks like this. And over time, you can learn and develop your own tricks, and you can really enjoy the act of juggling. It's really fun, and it's something that I hope that you can enjoy.